right, getting into the NBA, the preseason's coming to the end. The NBA season actually starts next week. So, starting with the first topic, I guess this was the ESPN Top 100 list. Luka was named as the second best player.
That list is so garbage. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Do you think it's accurate, Luka being number 2?
Who the one? Well, if I don't say myself, I mean,
It'll be Jokic, right?
Jokic ain't even on that good to me. So Luka can really be number 1. But no, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I think that's pretty accurate. He's shown that he's like one of the top ball players in the league. We don't know until the season starts. It's like real early to even say that. But the only person I can confidently put over Luka is Jokic and a healthy Joel. But that's a healthy Joel. You know what I mean? When Joel's healthy, he's the best basketball player, no doubt. The only person that rivals him is Jokic.
That's such a big if, though.
Yeah, so that's the only reason why I wouldn't put him over Luka. Everybody else.
Where did they have Joel ranked actually on the ESPN Top 100?
I guess we probably
I'm looking
4 or 5.
up right now.
Hey, Hez, I know Hez gonna show it to me while we get right.
Yeah, he might put in the edit.
But I did see something that like Wemby being ranked over AD and people were complaining. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I mean, that conversation is starting now. By this time next year, I don't think that's gonna be anything nobody.
I don't put Wemby up there, man.
It might not be close next year.
I don't think it's going to be crazy to say that Wemby is a top 5 player next year.
To be honest,
He already in top 10 talk right now on YouTube.
I think they ranked him like 13.
He's gonna. He might win Defensive Player of the Year. Like it's that serious.
For sure.
It's that serious.
For sure.
I wouldn't be mad.
But I don't think Luka being number 2 is that crazy.
Yeah, it's not a crazy. I think he would be third at worst.
I think it's pretty consensus. He's a top 3 player in the league, which says a lot. Because usually I feel like guys that are in that position, like usually the top 3 guys, they got to play both sides. So I feel like the fact that he's so elite offensively and does so much for that team, like him still being a consensus a top 3 player is like crazy and says a lot about the talent he is. So I don't think it's that crazy at all.
So do you think the Mavs got better over this offseason with that Clay trade?
Only time will tell. We just saw him go 0-9 again. I'm like, bro, Clay can really bum it out, but he's exactly what we needed. I'm not gonna lie. I did hurt when like Josh Green left, not Tim Hardaway, but I did hurt when Josh Green left and all of them. But it's like, I think we kind of upgraded with Clay, but we just had to see, man. We needed a shooter. We needed somebody else that could score besides Luka and Kyrie. Honestly,
I seen a meme. It was like Clay, because he was having a bad game, right? Mm-hmm. And it was like Clay taking his mask off, and it was Tim Hardaway under it. That killed me. I'm not gonna lie, but I honestly don't think Clay gonna continue to shoot that bad. I'm expecting probably like a good 15 a game. I hope from him.
So I'm gonna ask y'all a serious question. So y'all think Luka right now is better than Giannis?
That's hard because Giannis, he was last year, yes. Last year, yes.
Yeah, like
but he wasn't playing.
They got Jokic. This is a whole different rank,
but it's like the thing is, Giannis be falling off the top 3 or top 4 lists really for, I'd say, injuries and then like exiting the playoffs pretty early.
Yeah. It's like team shortcomings. I find the thing with like Giannis, which is like crazy because he had like one of like the greatest like closeout game performances we ever seen. Which is like, when I say the statement, it's gonna sound crazy with that being on his resume. But I feel like in big moments, it's like for the most part, I don't remember what year it was. Whenever he had got the tip off, and he like threw the ball out of bounds to like Chris Middleton or something like that.
It was like going into OT or something. Yeah, he didn't want to get fouled.
It's like in moments like that, it's like it's kind of hard to put a guy like that. I'm not saying like that, like he's trash, but like I said, he's the worst. He's a top 3 player, but to put him over like a Luka, where like when Luka has the ball, it puts fear in your heart at the end of the game. You know what I'm saying? We seen that this year whenever like Rudy was on the island with him. But putting like a guy like Giannis like ahead of him is kind of like tough for me, just because.
And then you kind of think about it, that Bucks championship only getting farther and farther away. That was back in 21.
It's still packed with us.
It's still
of course, it still has weight, but like if you think about like current rankings and stuff, like people gonna think of what just happened last year. And last year they got knocked out by the Pacers. So yeah,
I think he was hurt, but
he was hurt.
But like I said, injury doesn't matter.
Team shortcomings and injuries do matter. Speaking of injuries,
my fault, Ray. I don't want to before we breeze past the rankings. Where do we feel like Shai's gonna end up after the season? Because Shai was averaging he averaged like 50-50 and like 90 or something like that in the playoffs.
He was super.
He was averaging 30.
I think it actually depends on playoff success. Playoff success would be the determining factor. Because Shai's gonna be top 5 regardless. In my personal opinion.
Do we feel like at some point in time he can pass Luka?
No, not without playoff success. Not without playoff success. I'm telling you.
I'm saying like with the playoff success, like say this season they play in the semifinals this year,
And like,
because he
SGA
outplayed Luka this year, like he did outplay Luka in that series.
It's a team game though. Playoff success.
Like
man.
let
Playoff
the Thunder go to the finals this
Yeah,
year.
that's a
Then what are you
different.
gonna say?
Then
but
yes,
I can't see it
yes.
happening.
But I can't. Yeah,
that
the
is
West
true.
is is like the AFC.
It's a dog
It's
fight.
a
out
dog
there.
fight.
You
It's
can-
who wanted more, really. That's what it's all boiling down to. So if SGA play like he wanted more, yeah. But until the playoff success comes, that's how you show you play like you wanted more when you win playoff games.
I mean, he showed
and
up.
win series.
He shows up in playoffs. So it's
He
not
does.
like-
but
Yeah, he's great.
The mark of a great player is more than just how you play. It's when your team can carry. That's just the truth, man. I don't make the rules.
Niggas dropping gems.
Nah, I don't make the rules.
How's that leadership?
The mark of a great player is how your men carry around you, not just how you play. So,
But he's
until
dangerous.
his boys can pick it up, it's like Luka gonna be ahead of him for a while. Luka been ahead of the curve for the league. When Luka came in, we said, yeah, this kid is like 4 years ahead, and we've seen it right now that he's been 4 years ahead. He kind of still is. So for SGA to be better, man, he's gonna have to win playoff series. He's gonna have to.
All right, so last question. So by the end of for next year, this time we're sitting here. Who's the number one player in the league? Does Jokic keep that title? Does he win again? Like,
You know,
I'm gonna be honest. Nah,
I'ma
I think
be-
like the Nuggets are like they peaked. I feel like they on the downfall.
I'm
I
gonna
thought Jamal
be
won.
real. I'm gonna be
Injuries
real.
and stuff.
This is gonna be crazy, but I think Joel. This is his comeback. This is his Avengers season. This is his like Thanos. I'm coming back for
cry.
everything.
He'd have to win the ring for
Paul
you.
George
Facts,
hurt,
facts, facts.
though.
That's what I'm feeling like.
Paul George is already hurt, so I don't know how that's
Yeah,
going.
Paul
He don't
George
need
is-
Paul. He don't need Paul. He don't need Paul. He never
He
need
do
Paul.
need Paul.
I don't think he need Paul. I don't think he need Paul. Y'all think he need Paul?
Against the Knicks, he need Paul.
I don't think
I
he
don't
need
think
Paul.
Paul
I don't
gets
think
him over
he-
any
I don't
type
think
of
he need
humps.
Paul. I think what I say in Maxie we trust, man. I don't think he need Paul.
I don't think he need Paul like offense. He's gonna get his. I mean more so like
On the defensive
he
tip,
can't score 100 points by himself. You know what I'm saying? So he can score 30. So I feel like off of just that, say you're gonna need somebody else on the team to score 18.
how bad is
Like,
that Paul injury? They say it is day to day. It's not even
bad.
serious.
It's
Okay,
not
so
bad. It's a-
I think Joel will be.
like-
I can see this time next year if Joel is really on man time. He
go to the conference finals.
yeah, thank you. Like just do
Conference
something, baby. Like you feel me? And I think if he does that and has been on the same pace he's been on for the last 3-4 years, yeah, he should be number one. Like no doubt. And if he can stay healthy, he should be number one.
But you heard him saying that he wasn't gonna play in back to backs.
That's at this stage of his career he can't. I don't think he should
Yeah.
be. That's fair because he's shown his body can't do it like consistently. I'm
That's
not
smart.
gonna hold you. And I've been said that's what the Phillies should have been doing. He's one of the few players where it's like, okay, load management with him. Yeah. Like you should do load management with a guy like him. He's proven to you he can't play plus 70. He can't play.
He
plus
was
60.
out there. He was out there playing with the thing that happened to his face, the palsy or whatever. Yeah, he's out there playing with that.
Like,
Something
bro,
always going on with him.
Like, bro, it's not even like for me. It's not even like I used to think like it was him like not wanting it anymore. Nah, it's not even that. It's his body. It's his body. It's his body. Like,
Failing on him.
I can say I was wrong for thinking that as a fan. Like, oh, we just don't want it bad enough. I think we think that a lot for players when they get injured, or star players when they can't make it. Like, oh, you don't want it bad enough. You won't commit to the program. But that was never the case. His body genuinely can't take all that impact, gang. So it's like
300 pounds. It's like 7.
yeah, 7'2", 290. Like, bro needs to not be doing back to back. He should have been on that kind of stuff a long time.
Off of what we seen, my fault. That's a good
Yeah, we
topic.
just
Off of what we seen from in the Olympics, the way he was hooping, where I think he was like the leading scorer up to like maybe the last game.
Yeah.
And then just
That's
off of
why
how we
I'm
seen,
basing my shit off,
Off
facts.
how we seen it last season, the way it ended. Do you think Anthony Edwards has a chance of becoming a top 3 player in the league? Because in the Olympics, I think he was the leading scorer up to the last game whenever Curry went.
That's kind of what I'm basing my Joel take because I'm thinking the Olympics, like even
Now you got to think about it. That top 3 gonna be crowded.
And then
like,
now with in Minnesota, I feel like without Cat there, it's not really. I don't think there was ever really a struggle for who the main guy was. I think it was pretty. Obvious that Anthony Edwards-
solid.
But I feel like just more so divvying up shots and making sure, hey, you still get your because Cat's a good player. You got to get him at least his 15, 20 shots, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
So I'm saying now that it's his show. You know what I'm saying Julius is still a good player, but he's not gonna have to warrant as much shots as Cat did.
Not even
Like you know what I'm saying. So
Agreed,
now,
man.
yeah. So but now Ant is gonna be getting. I mean, maybe what like 20, 25 shots a game.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever it may be. you feel like he's able to crack that top 3 or top 1? Or
He would have to win MVP. He'd have to win like an MVP or something.
He's gonna have to have a really good. He doesn't need that much playoff success, but he's gonna have to be a really, really good regular season.
He's gonna have.
You just
He's got to
know
have
what
an
I'm saying.
MVP as
He's gonna
season.
Because
I don't think he needs MVP-esque. He may
For top 3?
For top 3, I don't think he needs MVP.
because out of the, I ain't gonna lie,
Think about it. The top 3 already is MVP-esque players.
but outside of Giannis, I'm gonna be honest, like for the most part, we've never had so many like I feel like top 5 players who never really played both sides of the ball. So like now Ant plays both sides of the ball.
And
I
there's
feel like we'll
both
have to
sides.
factor that in when it comes down to next year's rankings and stuff like that. 'Cause Ant be trying. I mean, he tried to lock down Kyrie. Kyrie's an anomaly, but you know what I'm saying. For the most part, we like see usually the best players try to guard the other best team's best players. That's not really the case for a Jokic, who is gotten better at defense.
Which is why I'm saying he don't
Or
really need
Luka.
an MVP season. Like if he just showed me that like he can not only hold his own but dominate against all the other stars and the numbers back it up and the team is successful, he can sneaky get into top 3. No question. No question. No question. He don't really need like I see what you're
tough.
saying.
Like I feel like
I'm not expecting Ant to be MVP with the guys that are in the league with the Shays, with the Lucas. I don't think the voters are gonna give it to a guy like Ant. With Ja coming back, I don't see it. I don't see
wait,
it.
I don't think Ant gonna
Ant that got that
I
popularity.
just don't think
though.
he'll have
Like,
the numbers as as
I can
like,
see
on
that.
paper numbers.
Yeah, I can see that on paper.
Well, so what's
Luka's gonna average.
So what are y'all
27,
expecting?
9,
What are y'all
8.
expecting him to do now that there's no cap? Because I'm expecting him to do 26, 27.
Yeah, that's one.
That's
Probably
kinda
26,
like
5
what
and
he
3
been doing.
or something like that. Well, I don't know what he averaged last year, but
I think he
which
averaged
is-
around 26, 25,
which is
26.
solid. But it's like on paper, because you know what I'm saying, you looking at paper.
He need to bump
So,
that up to like 29 for him to be like
27, 29, or something like that, and then plus the number 1 seed in the West or whatever it may be.
But it's like if he gets the number 1 seed in the West, averaging like 27.
That's an MVP season.
Yeah, that's like an
That's
MVP season.
Yeah, that's an MVP season.
But yeah. Cause we just like, for example, we just seen Tatum. Tatum averaged those numbers and was the number 1 seed, and nobody even really even.
That's what I'm
but
saying.
like-
That's exactly what I'm like. I don't think Ant really needs to do.
But that could just be a Tatum
MVP.
thing.
Yeah, I feel like that's just a Tatum.
Chill.
Even as a Celtics
JT
fan, that's a
is the one
that's a
stopping.
Tatum thing.
You know, that's the one next to get the torch from Bron and them. That is JT.
Tatum's a great player. I'm not.
He's the-
It ain't
JT
even about his talent, bro. It's
It's
just
like-
the way he's perceived.
Nah, it's not that. He's the face of the league, man. Y'all gotta believe it. I swear.
He's facing NBA 2K. That's about it.